For nearly a half-century, Kings hockey has been synonymous with one voice.
Here's Carson, Winnipeg zone. Nice move, in front, he shoots, he scores! Oh, what a beauty! Down the middle, Granado, he can win it, he scores! Stumble, right side, Stumble, shoots, save, rebound, score! The Kings win, and a Jeff Marsh!
It's a voice we all trust, a man of integrity with a sense of humor to match, a professional that has brought to you his absolute best every broadcast. The voice of the Kings, Bob Miller.
When you talk about Kings hockey, it's hard not to think about or talk about Bob Miller.
Hi everybody, I'm Bob Miller, the voice of the Los Angeles Kings since 1973.
When you hear his voice, you just automatically know what's happening, what's going on.
Bob Miller is Kings hockey. He's so exciting to listen to. He describes the game perfectly.
Kopitar still with it. Passing down, in, and now pass up the middle. They try to get it to Gabrick. He didn't get it.
He's everything that's good about sports. He makes me glad that I'm in the business that I'm in.
Over 500 players and 24 coaches have been chronicled by one man, Bob Miller. For 44 years, he's been the constant, bringing hockey to life for Southern California.
Let's get this party started.
If you grew up in the 70s, you listened to Bob Miller. If you grew up in the 80s, 90s, so on, you listened to Bob Miller call the games, and they were synonymous. Bob Miller was the king.
Beyond the Robitaille, got tripped, and he scores! Oh, what a goal! What the Sandstrom, he scored! Oh, what a goal!
Virtually every Los Angeles King fan has grown up with Bob Miller as the voice of the Kings.
They're feeling like Bob Miller's right beside them. You could crack open a nice cold one and thinking that Bob's going to be right there.
I really think it's how he makes them part of the broadcast. He's not talking at you, he's talking to you.
Well, how will the Kings handle the Sharks tonight? Let's find out from
The hardest thing to do, and what Bob does beautifully, is slow it down.
Kings on the power play. Duchesne shoots, save, Carson scores!
So while the game is furious, Bob is the calm within the storm.
Picked up by the Kings, 2-on-1, Stoll shoots, he scores! The Kings have eliminated Vancouver!
Long before I had ever met him, I felt that he was a friend of mine. Just the way that he would draw you in and the way that he would speak with such giddy excitement about the team.
I can't imagine the LA Kings without Bob Miller's voice. When you close your eyes, you see the players, but you hear Bob Miller. He is the soundtrack of the Kings.
It was Bob who helped teach Southern California about this great sport, bringing the excitement of Kings hockey into our homes.
All right.
He not only had to describe the action, but he had to educate the marketplace. He became the voice of the sport. He was your professor, he was your educator, and he was your dad.
Oh, sorry, bumping into little kids.
It didn't matter what Bob was talking about, what the story was. If he was telling it, you were listening.
He just has that gift, and it's a gift from the hockey gods that helps you to understand what's going on.
From record-breaking performances.
Duchesne's passing deep to Taylor to Gretzky, he scores! He's done it! Wayne Gretzky, the great one, has become the greatest of them all!
And there it is. And there's the winningest goaltender in Kings history, Jonathan Quick.
2 Stanley Cup championships.
This is for you, Kings fans, wherever you may be. The 45-year drought is over.
He's always going to be the name and the voice that says those special words after we won.
The Los Angeles Kings are indeed the Kings of the National Hockey League. They are the 2012 Stanley Cup champions.
Bob was always there, regaling us with the stories and sharing the biggest moments.
I know, God bless him, Chick would join me. We were so thrilled when the Kings finally went all the way and won the Stanley Cup. And we thought, they're finally hearing Bob broadcast a great team, a winning team.
And throughout his Hall of Fame career, Bob has always made time for the fans, the players, and the game he respects so much.
I can't think of anybody that's done a better job and has had more class doing it than Bob Miller.
He's always been very gracious, not only signing autographs, but he'll talk hockey with you for as long as you want to talk hockey.
Now, 67 means kind of a prospect
You know, a guy who may or may not make the team.
I'm still striving.
Just a character. Is just a great guy to be around all the time.
Bob is the heart and soul of this team.
Bob Miller's a once-in-a-lifetime individual. We need more good men like him around.
I'm going to put the Kings on top of Calgary. Go Kings!
So tonight, Bob, we celebrate you and thank you for being the voice of the Kings.
I'm grateful that Bob made all of my goals with the Kings so memorable.
Gretzky throws it in front, score! Right in front by Luke Robitaille.
He made them special. If there were no Bob Miller when I scored a goal, there'd be nothing, no one to tell that story.
He's one of the great sports announcers in the entire game.
When we watch reviews and videos of goals and great things that were accomplished in LA history hockey, you're going to hear Bob Miller's voice.
I'm just going to miss sitting beside him, doing the games.
Well, you got your clubs all polished?
Well, I think they're ready.
They'll be out there.
It's been an amazing journey. It's been an amazing experience. I think someone that takes as much pride in his job and his work and his craft as Bob Miller is irreplaceable.